recording right now. Then I'm going to add my laptop to this. I'm adding my laptop. I want also to add my hat. First, let's get in there. So now we are in. I want to turn the camera on first. Turn the camera on. This is the webcam. So I'm starting to record with the webcam. And then I'm turning Pixar on. Verify that the setting is set to 999 number of recent screen captures to store. And then start recording. The next item, the next recorder I should say, is MSN Recorder Max. So I select record and I select full screen and record. And now I can see that it is working. I'm going to move it a bit to the center and a bit out of the way. Now when I put the notes, the file name that I created, in a new section of my notepad. For some reason it doesn't work well. I don't know what's wrong with it.
What's the problem?
Trying to delete a couple of blank lines so that it's not excessively long. And I'll go to the very top of the file, make a little space at the very top, and starting with a bunch of opening braces, then the folder, Control V. Didn't work. Apparently I didn't record properly the folder name, so I'm going to stop. Don't upload it now. Start recording another clip, full screen. Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer and then record. Then I have the file name in the clipboard buffer and I can paste it, edit, paste it in my notes. Now I'm ready to demonstrate the concept of a halo hat. So the halo hat is a fishing hat that has brand promotion on the upper rim, on the top of the hat, and also on the lower rim, forming a halo effect around the head of the person that wears it. In this case, it is me. So I'm going to put it up. And also it has a bib, and the bib has advertising also. I'm going to put it up, and also there are, what are they called, clamps? What are these called, sir? Snaps. I'm going to open one of the snaps so I can demonstrate better how the bib turns into a mask and vice versa. And notice that it has a back also, so if there is a camera behind me or above me, which it is, it will capture the back of the hat. So I'm going to wear this hat on. And then I want to demonstrate the flap. This flap acts as a mask, like a corona mask, and the under brim flipped up creates a halo effect around the head of the auditor. In that case, it is me. And if I talk to people and I want to protect myself from corona, I can cover my nose and my mouth and only my eyes are exposed. Otherwise, I can drop it down underneath my chin and it acts as a bib. If I don't want that either because it may be too hot or I'm not eating and I don't worry about getting food dropped on my shirt, I can move it to the side, just like I'm doing now. And then it also acts as a brand promotion item, and if I have a camera on my side, which I do now, it will show up in the camera. Now to the content of the brand promotion. In this case, it is 2 lines, 1 line containing a domain name like whoismore.biz. The .biz is the domain name extension, and a matching vanity phone number, which is area code 949 6673, and then .249. This domain name extension .biz converts to 249 using the American telephone dialer, or the standard international telephone dialer, where B in orange converts to 2 in orange, I in blue converts to the digit 4 in blue, and Z in red converts to 9 in orange. And notice the dot, the purple dot indicates the separation between the domain name and the domain name extension. At this point, I'm ready to start looking for the phone number that I need to process today and to see whether I got an invitation
I didn't send it yet.
to
I didn't send an invitation.
a Zoom meeting.
I didn't send it
In
yet.
the absence of an invitation, I'm going to proceed anyways and hoping that the invitation will come later. In the meantime, I want to
You want to get everything else going.
start everything going. So I mark the section at the top of my notepad with opening and closing braces. And now I'm going to look for a message from Google telling me that the number will be expired. So I go to Gmail. Jesus Christ. I'm waiting to go into Gmail and see whether I can get into Gmail. And sometimes some of the browsers are overloaded and don't work, so I have always a second or a third browser to use. So we'll take another browser. I'm going to minimize Psar, step recorder, recording now dialog box, and then navigate to an email that I can use. And here I see an email to X Strategy C. And then when I look in my notes, I'm looking for X Strategy C to see whether I made an outbound call to comply with the Google requirements. And I see that I've completed it, so this email is no longer relevant, and I delete it. After deleting it, I see that I have another message, and I'll open it up and create another note. And that is to Mob4 website. So I mark it first with a cursor, then copy to the clipboard buffer, then go back to my notepad, to the very top of my notepad, and insert it after the opening braces. At this point, I know that I need to log into Mob4 website, so I mark it with a cursor, and then edit, copy, and then I'll go into another place to log into an account to make an outbound call. So I'm selecting an account, then click add another account, and then I'll repeat it again to log into the new account which I've listed in my notepad right here. And you can see how slow this is. I scroll to the very very bottom, and click use another account, and then paste the new account which I want to log into, which is mob for website. So I'm going to paste it with Control V, then select mob for website and next. And then enter the password. Click next again. And then skip and skip. Now that I got to the right point, I'm going to make an outbound call to ChatGPT. And here I can see that I got some spam. So I'm going to delete this little spam. One spam, delete. And then I got another spam with voicemail.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
So I'm going to delete that spam also. Shift, mark the first one. Shift to the last one. And delete all three of them here. Delete. Finally, I'm ready to make an outbound call to ChatGPT.
Why don't you first log into Zoom? I sent you the invitation.
Okay, so then before I make the outbound call, or maybe I should include it in the Zoom.
No, because once you say your Zoom, then she's cutting you off. Just get in.
Okay,
Then you can share
so
your screen. That's the beauty. You understand?
I'm going to the email to see whether I can find the email that contains an
ARush.
invitation to Zoom.